Early summer, 26 days of Skyrophorian, in the shadow of the gods. Today we went to see the woman my parents spoke of. She lives outside the city, in the hills, in a small, crooked house swallowed by ivy. The air grew thick and strange as we approached, like herbs, but mixed with something else I couldn't name. It was night, and the rain had been pouring for days. Thunder echoed through the hills. My mother carried Elpis, wrapped in a heavy blanket, her little face barely visible, her breathing faint. I walked beside my father, feeling a nervous thrill that made my hands cold. When the door opened, the woman who stood there looked different. Her face was sharp, lines cutting deep around her eyes, which were piercing, as though she could see straight through flesh to the spirit. Without a word, she led us inside. My mother laid Elpis down on a low bed, and the woman leaned over her, touching her forehead, muttering words I didn't understand. Then, as if suddenly sensing me, she turned, fixing her gaze on me. She stared for so long that I felt a chill. Finally, in a low voice, she said, "The boy carries a shadow, but Thanatos will not claim her, even when he comes close." My parents exchanged worried glances, but the woman offered no explanation. She simply turned back to Elpis, instructing them to kneel, close their eyes, and repeat her words after drinking something I couldn't identify. She gestured for me to stand beside Elpis and hold her hand. As I stepped closer, her eyes followed me in that strange, unreadable way. Then she began to chant a prayer. "Asclepius, you who tread the shadowed path, whose hands know both the wound and silent cure, descend now through the veil where spirits drift. Touch this frail breath, keep her from the dark, or bind her pain beneath your ancient grasp." As my parents repeated her words, the woman blew smoke over Elpis, then swiftly cut her own hand. Pressing her bleeding palm to Elpis's chest, she whispered words I couldn't understand. Outside, thunder cracked through the sky, as if the gods themselves were angry, unwilling to release Elpis from their grasp. When the ritual ended, she turned to my parents and told them to boil certain herbs and make an offering to Asclepius. As we prepared to leave, she glanced at me once more, as if her mind was elsewhere, and said to my parents, "Watch him closely. He holds a secret that even the gods cannot touch." Her words follow me, circling through my mind. What secret could I possibly hold? I can't stop thinking of the day I watched Socrates die through the small gap in the wall. I haven't told anyone, not even Arian. That memory feels like a shadow or a secret, but why would it matter to her? I'm just a boy. Yet the way she looked at me, it felt as if she saw something much deeper, something I can't even see in myself.